TIFU by confessing after almost 5 years of friendship. Throwaway. Happened a few days ago. Situation came to a close today. I am 24, confessed to my friend of 5 years F26 that I had begun developing romantic feelings towards her beginning almost 4 years ago. She heard me out and then said that she needed space to think it over. I was okay with that and knew what was gonna happen regardless. She was my closest friend as I didn't have many, and even when I was in a relationship with a romantic relationship with another female, I still sometimes went to her to talk or hang out. Yay, I'm an asshole for it. I was lying to myself being in a relationship with someone I didn't care for. I just didn't want to be alone. Eventually she broke it off. She didn't love me anymore. I didn't either towards the end. So only recently I decided to just confess because I was done hiding it and I wasn't in a romantic relationship anymore. She just got back to me today. She doesn't want to be my friend at all given my feelings towards her, and she does not reciprocate. So now I have one less friend after 5 years of knowing her. At least she said goodbye nicely. She'll probably see this, I don't know. I don't care anymore. I should have never said anything. Oof. TLDR, I confessed my feelings and lost my friend forever. You both did yourselves a favor. At least you have closure now. Accept it and move on. You're better off knowing. More of the FU but waiting so long, don't you think? Take this from a 50-year-old man. You're young and you have your whole life ahead of you. You will find friends and more as you go on. I promise. You did the right thing. Don't dwell on it anymore. Take care, buddy. Therapist here. I would super recommend talking to a professional. You're right, the situation has resolved itself. That doesn't mean it can't suck or that your feelings can't be hurt. Also, as a male therapist, I get real engaged when the term "I'll live" gets used because I've heard it from a lot of my clients, and it usually means I'm hurt, but I know nobody gives a fuck. Don't man up if you're hurt. You have a right to be hurt and a right to have someone listen to you. I'll get off my soapbox now. The FU here is not telling her earlier. There's a whole lot of advice and platitudes in this thread. You won't get that from me though. I just came to say sorry, bro. That sucks. Did the same thing 20 years ago. Best decision I ever made because it allowed me to be mentally available to other women. Used some dating websites to meet women and been married 15 years. Let's say she was still open to being friends. Do you honestly think you would be able to push your feelings towards her aside? Like if she got a new BF you wouldn't mind it one bit? Because if you did still have any romantic feelings towards her, then it's best you both just part ways like you did. It's harsh, but you had to know. You already sabotaged one relationship because you didn't have closure for your friend, and you were hanging out with her. At least now you have a shot at really committing to the next girl you meet and you won't have one foot out the door again. Sometimes it's so hard to hear that a friend finds you romantically attractive, especially after so long. I had a male friend do something similar, and it just made me feel like he wasn't an actual friend, just someone hoping to date me if they stick around long enough. Kind of sullied how I felt and saw my friend. You're still a young dude, you'll find your person. Communication is literally the best thing you'll do for yourself going forward. Rejection is never pleasant, but given your original statement that these feelings for your friend hung over you for the length of your last relationship, maybe this space will give you an opportunity to find a new you, and a new relationship, while not spending time talking to keeping tabs on a friend who you've had unreciprocated feelings for 4 of the past 5 years. You miss 100 of the shots you don't take. Better certainty than who knows how many more years of doubt and dishonesty. Even when I was in a relationship with a romantic relationship with another female woman, unless you're David Attenborough and making a documentary, the word you're looking for is woman. Dog, don't refer to women as female. Just don't. Maybe next time you have feelings for a friend, ask them out on a date instead of loading a confession upon their shoulders. If they decline, Then you have your answer and never bring the subject up again. It's probably for the best. My hope for you is that you'll only have to learn this lesson once. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that this isn't the entire story. Another female boy. Stop referring to women this way. Gross. You didn't foo. At least you'll know instead of regretting never trying. Hey, at least you're free to move on now. Life is very short, man, and the older we get the faster it goes too. We waste so much time on what ifs, so good on you for stepping up and checking that box off. You may hurt now, but you won't spend your life wondering. And now you are free to develop feelings for another that will feel the same for you without the what if. Been there. Might not feel like it now, but after a while it just becomes a faded memory that you just shrug your shoulders at. You actually did a good thing by finding out. You can move on from all of it. You're 24. There will be more friends and more people you will love. Good on you to be brave enough to communicate clearly. You gave it a shot. That's as good as it gets for most everyone. I had a similar situation. Except I didn't move on for 7 years. I eventually glowed up and started seeing other people after giving it one last shot with my friend and getting rejected. I stopped talking to her cold turkey and moved away for work. A year of not talking led to me gaining my confidence back, and we reconnected when I saw her at church. We are now married. Lesson? Move on and focus on you, but it's okay if you still have feelings and don't get over her. You're not an asshole. You were honest with her and she decided that a romantic relationship with you is not something she wants. Oh well. You gotta move on, buddy, not many alternatives left. You're not an asshole. Your feelings were real and you needed to communicate them. It's okay. You are incorrect. I've been in that place before. It isn't healthy. Best to let the friendship end and move on with your life. Who knows what the future will bring? Even when I was in a relationship with a romantic relationship with another female, I recommend that you get out of the habit of referring to women as females. It's super cringy. I know it's hard to believe, but you didn't fuck up. You could have stopped interacting with her at some point and then you would have wondered for the rest of your life. You're better off knowing the answer's no. I never really understood people who end year-long relationships over confessions like this, like people have bonds made of string. There's context and details, sure, but man, it seems rampant that people reject social awkwardness rather than try and keep friends. Seriously, if someone you've been friends with for years confessed, who just dumps the relationship into the trash instead of just saying you don't reciprocate and moving on from there? You were in relationship with another female. You can't end on an adjective. Female what? Or did you mean a woman? You did not foo. It happens all the time that friends turn into something more. You laid it on the line. While you didn't get the ending you were looking for, it was best to be honest and find out. No regrets.